We left Delhi after breakfast, and retraced our steps to the Taj Mahal. It was part of the bird quest itinerary, hence the second visit. The crowds at midday were visibly less than our sunrise visit. And you still could not bring your hand grenades, or pet the monkeys. The awe of walking through the gate was the same, while the midday sun showed white, different from what we got to experience at sunrise. Still beautiful, we did not regret a second visit. But, we spent most of our time looking at birds. We also made the obligatory visit to a marble inlay shop, seeing how they cut the stones.
Then they have to rotate the grinder manually. I just want to show you. I'm coming, okay? I will show everybody. And now you can see that they are very small petals.
Wow.
And it is not one. Can you count how many petals there are? There are 5 petals. 2 blue, 2 white, and 1 red. So first, they do.
Plus the sales pitch afterwards. Some found treasures to carry with them. The long drive and day would end in Dholpur, a rather basic town. Magic happens when you pass through the gate into the Raj Niwas palace. Our lodgings for the night. Dating back to the 8th century, the current palace was built in the 19th century just for a visit by Prince Albert. It is good to be king. It is now a rather posh hotel, beautifully appointed. With wonderful grounds for birding. Amazing room suites. And a lush dining room that had beer. Yes, beer. In the morning we headed over the bridge for a tour of the Chambal River. Waiting for our boats to arrive. We birded in the sandy cliffs next to the river, while the music blared from the farm vehicles on the highway. We added some nice birds, including my long sought after Eurasian hoopoe, and provided entertainment for the locals. We arrived at the dock and boarded our 2 boats for the morning. Considered cursed, some legend about 1 million cows being murdered to create it, the Chambal River was never used for ritual bathing or cremation, making it the only clean river in India by the law of unintended consequence. The water quality makes it home to several threatened and endangered species that we had as our targets for the day. The great thick knee and river lapwing are both threatened due to habitat loss. The Indian skimmer is considered endangered. Its numbers are down to an estimated 6,000 worldwide. The black-bellied tern is even more endangered, with only about 1,000 left. It nests in the sandbars on rivers. These areas are being lost to development and pollution. They had tags to mark and protect their nests. There were also 2 types of crocodiles in the river. One of them, the gharial, would be the most critically endangered animal we would see. They estimate there are only 200 to 300 left, and the Chambal Nature Sanctuary was actually created to protect them. We traveled up the river, scanning the cliffs and riverbanks, stopping when either boat spotted something. We added a nice assemblage of birds. Raptors were nesting in the cliffs. And some, like the Egyptian vulture, are also endangered. The usually difficult to see crates, like this brown crate, were just showing off. I think all crates sound the same. We headed back to the dock, with the passing scenery glistening in the sun, and boarded the bus. We left Dholpur after lunch, and drove to Bharatpur, with a stop at some wetlands for some nice additions, despite the hot sun. We also stopped at an abandoned sandstone quarry near Bharatpur. It was interesting to see the red sandstone that built so many of the forts and palaces being hewn out into blocks. There were also some amazing birds that liked living in the hellscape we were walking around. We arrived in Bharatpur late in the afternoon. The Hotel Sunbird would be our base for the Keoladeo National Park. Nice hotel. Nice rooms. With a see-through kitchen to watch our bread being made and baked in a tandoor oven.
It's really good, isn't it? It's really astonishing. And there, oh. It's so cool. There's the garlic.
What fun! And they had beer. The hotel was only a kilometer from the park. We were picked up before dawn up in tuk-tuks. The park is almost 3,000 hectares, so most now use electric tuk-tuks. Good for the environment, and quiet for birding. Keoladeo National Park is recognized as one of the world's most important bird breeding and feeding grounds. It originated as a royal hunting reserve during the 1850s, and was used by the Maharajas and their British peers, where they sometimes shot thousands of ducks in a single day. In 1956 it was converted to the Bharatpur Bird Sanctuary. In the 1980s it became a national park, and a World Heritage Site. It is also a huge tourist attraction. You dodge and pass crowds on the paths. The tuk-tuks could only stay on the main paths, so we also walked a bit, over 10 kilometers, in our quest for birds, the highlight being the dusky eagle owl. We spent the entire day there, stopping for our packed lunches in the heat of the day. It lived up to its reputation. We would see 114 species of birds that day, the highest daily total for the trip. Enjoy the sights of Keoladeo. And to end the day in memorable Indian fashion, our tuk-tuk drivers used a shortcut to get back to the hotel, driving up the wrong side of the road instead of making U-turns. Priceless.
Drive against traffic.
We left after breakfast and headed to our last destination, the famous Ranthambore Tiger Preserve and National Park.